Good morning, everyone. This is your Nilofer ma'am. I hope you all are fine at your homes and your study is going well. So today in English grammar, we will do worksheet 8. So before starting the work, what you all have to do, you all have to mention today's date in your copies, that is 21 August 2020. You all have to mention online classwork in your copies, and with that you all have to mention lesson 7 in your copies. So as you all know that yesterday we have started our lesson 7 and the topic of the lesson is agreement of subject and verb. So I have provided a whole video in which I have explained the lesson thoroughly. I hope you all have seen that video and you all have understood the lesson well. So in yesterday's worksheet, we have done some definitions and one exercise of lesson 7, and in today's worksheet, we will discuss over the remaining exercises. So let's see the exercise B, that is rewrite the sentences by correcting the errors in subject verb agreement. You have to rewrite the sentence by correcting the errors. Errors are given in subject and verb agreement. So errors जो हैं वो subject और verb के agreement में हैं. You have to make the corrections in that errors and afterwards you have to rewrite the sentence. आपको दोबारा से लिखना है. The first sentence is swimming and scuba diving are my hobbies. Swimming और scuba diving जो है वो मेरी hobbies हैं. Here the verb is used are, and which rule will be applied here? I have told you if two things are given as subject, okay, अगर दो चीज़ें दी गई हैं सेंटेंस में as a subject and they both refer to one idea only, और वो दोनों ही चीज़ें एक ही idea को refer करेंगी, that means singular verb will be used. So here swimming and scuba diving they both are hobbies, मेरी दोनों ही मेरी hobbies हैं, so that means we will use singular verb. So the answer will be swimming and scuba diving is my hobbies. They both are referring to one idea only, swimming and scuba diving, because they both are hobbies. Let's see the next sentence. On second sentence, it is written, either the doctor or the researcher are qualified to answer this question. Okay, so here your subject, two subjects are given and they are joined by the conjunction either and or. Two subjects are given, that is doctor and researcher. Okay, so here which rule will be applied? If either and or is given, so that means हम क्या करते हैं, we will consider the subject singular and singular verb will be used. So only one, because here option is given either the doctor, या तो doctor या फिर researcher इतने qualified हैं कि वो इस question का answer दे सकते हैं. So that means singular subject will be considered and singular verb will be used. The answer will be either the doctor or the researcher is qualified to answer this question. Let's see the third sentence. So the third sentence is not only Reet but also his cousins is not in the garden. ना केवल रीत बल्कि उसके cousins भी garden में नहीं हैं. So here two subjects are given, that is Reet and his cousins. रीत और उसके cousins दोनों subjects हैं and they both are joined with the conjunction not only but also. So one rule I have explained in the video, if two subjects are given in a sentence and they both are joined with the conjunction not only but also, so that time the verb will be used according to the closest subject. ठीक है, उस टाइम पर जो भी आपका वर्ब के क्लोजेस्ट सब्जेक्ट होगा, सबसे पास होगा, उसी के अनुसार आप वर्ब लगाएंगे. सो हियर फर्स्ट सब्जेक्ट इज रीत एंड सेकेंड इज हिज कजिन्स. Okay, so the closest one is his cousins and that is plural. So that's why हमारा जो answer होगा, in the answer we will use the plural verb. So the answer will be not only Reet but also his cousins are not in the garden. ना ही रीत और ना ही उसके cousins जो हैं वो garden में हैं. So according to the closest subject we have used the plural verb and the closest subject is his cousins. So let's see the next sentence. फोर्थ सेंटेंस इज वेयर आर द बास्केट ऑफ ऑरेंजेस, यानी संतरों की जो टोकरी है वो कहाँ पर है. सो द सब्जेक्ट इज सिंगुलर, ओके, बिकॉज द सब्जेक्ट इज बास्केट. So according to the subject, singular verb should be used here because basket is a singular subject. That means is should be there, and that's why in the answer we have written where is the basket of oranges. So as I already explained in the video, which rule will be applied? If the verb is, if the subject is singular, that means singular verb will be used, and if the subject is plural, that time plural verb will be used. So here basket is the singular subject, that's why we have used is. Let's see the next sentence, that is fifth one. The members of the committee is trying to arrange an educational loan for the bright boy. So जो committee is a collective noun. Committee के जो members हैं, okay, the members of the committee वो क्या कर रहे हैं, is trying to arrange, वो arrange करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं an educational loan, यानी जो शैक्षिक लोन होता है एक ब्राइट बॉय, एक ऐसे बॉय के लिए जो पढ़ाई में बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा है. So here which rule will be applied? I have told you that collective noun is considered as singular subject, but if we are taking the members of collective noun, the units of collective noun as a subject, that time it will be considered as plural, because जब members के बारे में हम बात करेंगे so they will become more than one, that means they will become plural. That's why the members of the committee, so the members is the subject and according to the members are should be there. So that's why in the answer it is written, the members of the committee are trying to arrange an educational loan for the bright boy. The members of the committee are. Clear? Let's see the sixth sentence. It is written, some sugar need to be added to the custard to make it more tasty. कुछ चीनी ऐड करने की ज़रूरत है इस कस्टर्ड में, इसको और ज़्यादा टेस्टी बनाने के लिए. So here which rule will be applied? That means, first of all, let me tell you that the sentence is in simple present tense, and I have already explained in a video about all the tenses that if a sentence is in simple present tense, that means there will be s or es with the first form of verb. Okay, so here the first form of verb is given, that is need, but no s or es is used. Why? Because they are not considering some sugar as singular, but according to the rule of subject and verb agreement, if your subject is singular, that means your verb should be singular only. So some sugar is singular, that's why हम क्या करेंगे, need को needs कर देंगे, s and es we will use. So some sugar, the answer will be, some sugar needs to be added to the custard to make it more tasty. Next sentence is, स्पोर्ट्स आर अ वंडरफुल ब्रेक फ्रॉम द रूटीन ऑफ एकेडमिक्स. स्पोर्ट्स जो है वो एक बहुत बेहतरीन अंतराल है, ब्रेक है फ्रॉम द रूटीन ऑफ एकेडमिक्स. जो भी आपका शैक्षिक चीज़ों से रिलेटेड जो रोज़मर्रा के आपके काम होते हैं, अगर आप उसमें ब्रेक चाहते हैं तो स्पोर्ट्स जो है वो एक बहुत वंडरफुल ब्रेक है. सो हेयर विच रूल विल बी अप्लाइड? इफ़ in the subject a word is given that is ending with the alphabet s, it doesn't mean that it will be considered as plural subject. Okay, there are some words which end with the alphabet s, but it doesn't mean that they are plural, like news, okay, sports, mathematics, physics. So here the same thing is happening. Sports is considered as singular subject, that's why here is should be there at the place of r. So in the answer it is written, sports is a wonderful break from the routine of academics. Next sentence is, some of the books in the library is in a bad condition. Library की कुछ किताबें जो हैं वो bad condition में यानी बुरी दशा में हैं. So here what is the subject? The subject is some of the books, that means plural. So according to the subject r should be there. So here which rule will be applied? That if the subject is plural, the plural verb will be used. So let's see the answer. In answer it is written, some of the books in the library are in a bad condition, because some of the books is a plural word, that's why we have used are here. So let's see the next exercise, that is exercise C. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the given verbs. You have to fill the blanks with the correct forms of the verb which are given in the bracket. The first sentence is, they dash going for a party now. Okay, वो अभी पार्टी के लिए जा रहे हैं. Going, that means आपका ये present continuous tense है. And which verb we have to use? We have to use be form. That means आपको करना है is, am, are and was were का use. Now how you will understand that you have to use is, am, are or was were? Because here it is written now, means हम अभी जा रहे हैं. We are talking about the present. That's why we have used are here, because they आपका plural subject है. That's why हमने यहाँ पर are का use किया है. Let's see the second sentence, that is, either he dash up his unhealthy lifestyle or dash the consequences the doctor said. तो डॉक्टर ने कहा कि या तो वो अपनी अनहेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल को छोड़ेगा या फिर जो नतीजे उसे भुगतना पड़ेंगे वो भुगतेगा. ये किसने कहा? डॉक्टर ने कहा. सो हेयर फर्स्ट गिव इज देयर एज अ वर्ब. सो हमने क्या किया? विल गिव. आइदर ही विल गिव अप अनहेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल, या तो वो अपना अनहेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल छोड़ेगा, और विल सफ़र, या तो वो सफ़र करेगा. जो उसके नतीजे होंगे अनहेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल के, उनसे वो सफ़र करेगा। ओके, थर्ड सेंटेंस इज वन ऑफ द मैकेनिक्स डैश टू ब्लेम फॉर द शॉर्ट सर्किट। किसी भी एक मैकेनिक को ब्लेम किया गया किसके लिए? शॉर्ट सर्किट के लिए। बी फॉर्म करना है, हमने यहाँ वॉज का यूज़ किया है। फोर्थ सेंटेंस इज द एक्टर एंड पोएट डैश बीन फेलिसिटेटेड इन हिज नेटिव टाउन। जो एक्टर और पोएट थे, फेलिसिटेट मीन्स होता है बहुत प्रसन्न होना। नेटिव टाउन यानी जब वो अपने शहर पहुँचे जहाँ वो उनकी बर्थ हुई थी, अपने नेटिव टाउन पहुँचे, वहाँ जाकर वो बहुत ज़्यादा खुश थे। सो द एक्टर एंड द पोएट इज़ प्लूरल, दैट्स वाई हमने यहाँ पर हैव का यूज़ किया है। नेक्स्ट इज मैथमेटिक्स डैश टॉट बाय मिस्टर पाल इन आवर स्कूल। हमारे स्कूल में मैथमेटिक्स जो है वो मिस्टर पाल के द्वारा पढ़ाई जाती है। सो मैथमेटिक्स आपका सिंगुलर है, एस के साथ एंड हो रहा है बट डजंट मीन कि प्लूरल है, सो दैट्स वाई हमने यहाँ पर इसके साथ इज लगाया है। नेक्स्ट इज ₹2000 डैश अ लार्ज अमाउंट फॉर मैनी पीपल। सो हमने यहाँ इज लगाया है बिकॉज 2000 is telling about the money. Whenever the phrases are given in the sentences that are telling about time, distance, money, so it will be considered as singular only. That's why हमने यहाँ लिखा है ₹2000 is a large amount for many people. कुछ लोगों के लिए यानी जो 2000 का अमाउंट है वो एक बड़ी रकम होती है। So these were the exercises which I have explained. I hope you all have understood the exercises well. If still any confusion is there, so you can ask in the Zoom meeting, that is between 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. or on the WhatsApp also, that is between 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'll meet you in the another video. Till that, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye everyone.